I just want to be in the studio with Kay. That girl's a good time.
I have to admit, I am a huge Glee fan. I'm also a huge fan of Single Black Female. But before we get into the past, we got to get into the present. And I have to ask you about Masked Singer. What was that whole experience like?
Honestly, it was so much fun. I had so much fun during that show. Like, I was a big fan of it. Obviously, I like watched all the seasons prior and watched it with my mom. I watched it with my friends. Like, I was into it. I'm definitely a part of the Masked verse. Um, so to be asked to do it was like a bucket list thing. Like, I really already wanted to do it. And finally doing it, I could see why everyone that did it had spoke so highly of it and talked about how much fun it was, because it really was so much fun. It was so much fun.
Now, I have to ask you, as a Glee fan, as a fan of you and the show, it was so impactful for me growing up and so many other people. But obviously, this was a huge part of your own life. So, what was that like? Getting that role, being on that show, people knowing your voice just so rapidly. What was that experience like for you?
It was a whirlwind. I mean, I went from complete obscurity, nobody know who I am, to being flown on like a private jet and to New York for the very first time, walking into things that I had no idea. I didn't know what our premiere was going to look like. Like, they shut down most of Times Square for our premiere. All these people showed up, and it was just like, I remember I went to Target to buy my dress for the day. Like, I didn't even know what a stylist was. I literally had a Target dress on with Louboutins. Like, I knew I wanted a pair of Louboutins, and I bought a pair of Louboutins, and then I had like this dress from Target and sweater on, and then like my next outfit was from like Macy's, like a step up, I guess, with my Louboutins. So I have a Louboutins on. But yeah, it was just the whole experience was like one big dream.
You've sang so many covers for Glee. You were in The Wiz. I mean, there's just so much music that you've been able to sing to us, even on Masked Singer. So what is your favorite song that you have performed either on a show, live, in a play? What's your favorite song thus far?
Oh man, that's such a hard question. Like, I've been doing this for like 12 years. I've sang so many songs. I've been on so many stages. Like, I could never choose one. Like, I couldn't choose one.
Do you feel like having the mask on, because obviously, I mean, people can't see you, they don't know what roles you've had in the past. Do you think it gave you like the creative freedom to just challenge your voice and go with whatever genre of music you wanted to sing?
I definitely think it gave me the freedom to just go out, and like, no one had any kind of judgments or opinions or preconceived notions of who I am as an artist, or what my voice can do. Like, I feel like they were just there just to listen. Mm. And that is such an invaluable experience to have as an artist that's been in this industry for such a long time. To be able to go out and no one know who you are, but them to still respond to your voice in the same way was so validating, such a validating experience.
Now, with Single Black Female, you have another vocalist who is in the cast, which is Kay Michelle, who I also adore. And I'm just so curious to know, would you guys ever collaborate on a song in the near future?
Oh, absolutely. I would love to sing with Kay. I just want to be in the studio with Kay. That girl's a good time. She's a good time. She's hilarious. And, she has a really great pen. She's an amazing writer. She's a great vocalist. Like, we've talked about it too. We've like, we got to do something together. And then I love country music. And she's, doing country music now. This was her R&B album that just came out. It's her last R&B album. And she's moving more into country. So, like, I think that country and R&B definitely run, neck and neck, as far as like lyrical content and feeling. So I would love to do something with her.
And now with Single Black Female, what was that process like? Because obviously you have Raven Goodwin and people always think you two look alike and look like sisters. What was it like finally working together?
It was cool. I feel like we manifested it. So like years before, we took a picture at Essence Fest. And we were like, surprise, we're two different people, but y'all need to stop playing and put us in a movie together. And like literally like screenshot it, was like, we're gonna be in a movie together one day. And we actually like eventually a couple of years later, we were so excited to like play sisters and you know, she's my actual friend. So it was like really dope to be on set. Her and Kay Michelle were all already like really great friends. And like I kind of like came in, I met Kay, but like didn't really know her. She used to be my neighbor, you know. So I got to really like kind of come in and we kind of had like this little girl group thing going on on set. So it was a lot of fun. That was a really fun set.